All right, folks, Brian here. So anyway, what I did today is I washed all my clothes. I got my pants soaking in there in some bar soap. Cleaned my cut my bowl out and everything. Cleaned my shoes with that makeup remover, and I just washed like my underwear, socks, shirt out, and I'll hang them up, and they'll be dry by today. Got all my stuff here. Can pack into that pack. I don't need to go into that. I'm all ready to rock tomorrow for that bus. Anyway, so what I did today, and this has been, I just spent the last hour, a whole hour straight. I tell you, it wears you out. But let me tell you how you do it, okay? So what you do is it's so easy to do. So I've got 23 different churches 11 miles from here in this town of 20,000 people. I'm not going to mention the name of the town. But what you do is you take your phone and you go on here and you basically, what you do is you take and you go, you Google, okay? So you get Google. What I do, I use the voice thing and I'll just go like this. Okay, so just say, I didn't want to do that, but churches, because I don't really want to reveal my information like where I'm at. I just don't. So churches in okay. So basically it gives all the churches, okay, where they're at. It shows the churches. And you can just scroll up and down these here. Then it says more results, more places. And it'll just give you church after church after church. So let's just take this right here. This is a Heartland Community Church. Okay. It shows pictures of the church. You can call the church. You just go like that. If you want to get the number, just push the phone icon. It'll give you the number. You write it down. Okay. So what I do, I go through, I'll write down all these churches one at a time. 1, 2, 3. I'll put number 1. Okay. I'll write the whole address of the church out. Okay. What you do is it'll show on their website. Okay. Where my finger is right here. Website. You can see the website there. Website. Okay. Right there. Right. The blue thing in the corner there. It's got the phone go all the way back there. It's got the website. So what you do is you press on website. Okay. Okay. Goes right to the web page. Okay. That web page. Okay. That little icon right there. That little thing. You just push that on the top. So basically, you just push that on the top. It gives you like a directory. Okay. Ministries, whatever. Contact. New here. Okay. A lot of these times you won't get a lot of times it'll say about. You push about on the web page there, and it'll say our staff. Okay. So what I did, what was really easy, is you just Google up who is the pastor of this church through like just do your Google whatever. Okay. And it'll give the church again, the whole church again, where you can go right to the web page, whatever. But it'll show like Facebook, Google, all these different business things. It'll say this church pastor, such and such, first name, last name. I just put the first name down a lot. So I had to go through like most of them produce the church's pastor's name. Okay. So I was able to get 22 different churches, man. Okay. 22 different churches. Wow. That's pretty good. And I've been busy. So I have every single church written down here. So when I get down to that location where I'm going to call that motel. There's a couple motels there. I've already got some info. That's usually where they put people up, through the voucher things. Hey, I just have a community, I'll show you. I'm going to make a call to that place pretty soon. I'm going to have you on video here. And it'll show how you do it, man, how you talk to people. You just say, hey, you put it on speakerphone, you can hear me, all right? And see how I talk and how you just get the lingo. You'll know who's running it if they're from India or foreign or whatever, because a lot of times they're hard to understand. They don't understand English good. And some of them are downright rude. They're totally rude. Uh, oh boy. So I'm going to have to clean my microwave out there. I got a bunch of coffee in there. So just give me a minute here, okay? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to have to wash this towel out tonight. So I kind of screwed my microwave up, but not really. Just wipe it out. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Put it back in. I had a cup of coffee, half full. I put it on one and it boiled the damn thing right over. So that microwave just really, 1 minute, man, I put 2 minutes on a chili the other night and it was just. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So I got all these numbers. I can start calling them today, which I will. And that's for tomorrow, okay? And I'll be able to find out through this hour of taking my time, researching this all out, getting it down pat. I'll know if I got a place tomorrow. All I have to do is go here, go there. If I'm at that motel, they'll drop me off. That bus will drop me off there. It may be a long walk to get to that other highway. We'll have to see. It may be several miles, okay? But I'll talk to that bus driver. If he's cool, just say, look, brother, all I got is $2 to my name. He'll probably, and I can just call him back up and say, look, I need to get out to 656 and go to the next town, hitchhike to the next town. If I have to, I will, man. It's not a big deal. So you got something backing up. You can just, if you can't, I've been in situations where literally I pushed it to the envelope and I just didn't think I was going to get a room at all. And I must have went through at least all the churches except the last one. The last one, he came down and paid my room. I got in that room for the night. Whew. I've pushed it to the freaking envelope, to the maximum, dude. I'm talking about to the maximum damn overdrive and got a room. And I've just called at like 10 in the morning, come into a place, not before checkout normally is. Called a pastor, he put me up. I went right to the motel, they let me check in. It was like 11:30 in the morning. I had the whole day. And at that point, I had window cleaning stuff. That was great. I went out and made like, I think $150 in that town, rented a room for one more day, went on another day, made like another 60, 80 bucks. Barrel out of there with 200 bucks in my pocket. So you got a day or two if you have to pay it, so if you got a little security, if you got a few hundred, man, and you can't get no help, you're going to run into some towns, you're not going to get no help. Anyway, let me close this window so you can hear. I'm going to make a call to this travel lodge here so you can kind of hear me, and we'll be able to see you'll be able to see how this process works, how you have to talk to people. You just can't talk to people any old way. You have to almost got to kiss ass a little bit, okay? No, I mean, you almost got to kiss ass. And another thing you have to do, don't overload them. What I mean by that is don't give them a huge life story and try to talk them to death, because you know something, then you ain't going to get nothing. Be brief. Hey, I don't mean to bug you today. My name is Brian. And hey, look, I'm just, I ain't no telemarketer or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, this is a situation. I'm traveling. I'm trying to get to point A to point B. Okay. And, I don't have any cash right now, man. I had a job. I was working. The guy ran out of work. I'm going to stay with a friend. He lives considerable distance away. I got a place and some work out that way. That's all my options are right now, but I'm going at least where I got a place to stay and some work. There's some work around there. I can get it. So I'm going through this area, and it's been a little chilly at night stuff. Otherwise, I'd be camped out. I just need some help with a room. Is there any way? And if you want me to do some work for you, whatever, that's cool. Let them do the talking. I heard that, if you need me to pass a police check, I don't have any problem with that because I don't have any wants or warrants. Okay, boom. There you go. You sold yourself. There you go. Now, depending on what type of pastor that is, if it's one of these fake ass pastors that like Jim and Tammy Faye Baker or whatever, where they're like how they were in these TV evangelists where they literally get online and all they do is just talk crap about getting money from you and they could care less about you. They're like big business people. I've watched stuff on TV about these TV evangelists. Some of them are unbelievable. They're multi-millionaires and all they care about is the money. They've made religion a way to get rich. And you're going to run into some people like that won't give you the time of day, man. They are just so commercial BS. Oh, you need to go to this. You need to do this. You need to do that. Okay, man, yeah. And then what? Well, you don't really want to, yeah, whatever. Just boom, click. Don't even bother with it, man. Don't even bother. So, well, thank you very much. Have a good day. And just hang up the damn phone and be done with it. And don't call them again. And go to the next church. It's just like being a car salesman, pretty much. I hate to say this, but it is, man. You're basically selling yourself to get some help with a room, and you just want to be straight up with people. You don't want to give them a line of BS. You just don't. So check this out. I'm going to call this one place, and I want you to hear it. I'm going to put them on speakerphone. Hopefully you can hear this. So I just wanted to see who owns this, if it's a, foreigner, whatever. So I'm going to 792-7219. Call speakerphone. That way you can hear everything. Okay, you can pretty much hear this. So listen to this.
Hello, this is Rose. How can I help you?
Hey, how you doing, Rose? Hey,
I'm doing fine.
hey, this is Brian. I just wanted to give you a call, talk to you, get some info from you, if that's all right, and let you know my situation. So I'm currently, tomorrow, I'm going to be coming through that area, right? And I just give you a big story here. I just want to give you a kind of a brief story, but let you know what's going on with me. I came from Colby. I don't have a job no more like I did have. It was a pretty good paying job. He ran out of work. So I'm actually traveling, man, all the way into Missouri. Then I'm going north. I got a friend and his wife up there. I got a place to stay and some work, but I got a considerable distance to go. And I'm kind of doing it the old fashioned way, hitchhiking. I don't have any problems or nothing with the law. I'm good. I have had some help along the way, with motel stuff. What I wanted to ask you is, I know I called the PD there, and I think they issue some kind of like vouchers, like for the night. They give you like one night if you're going through, And I just want to know if you have personally, since you work there, have you ever had to check in somebody that's just basically, they just needed a room for the night if they're homeless or whatever, and, through like the Ministerial Alliance. Have you did that?
Not really.
Okay.
I usually work in the morning.
Okay.
Somebody else that usually does that at night.
Okay. But I'm just saying you have had people in the motel there through through a church paying, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to check and just touch with you. I'm kind of not a different type of guy. I'm pretty self-sufficient. I stopped at a couple places. Like, I don't know if you heard of Scott City. I stayed there a week, painted a couple motel rooms. I've been kind of working my way, but I'm going through kind of rural areas here. It's not summer either. That's kind of a hindrance. Not yet anyway. So I just wanted to give you a call. And I wanted to check basically on what are you charging by the night there for the night. I don't smoke, no pets, nothing like that. Like your rack bottom, 1 bedroom, non-smoking. I wouldn't care what room you put me in as long as it's clean. What do you usually charge by the night? I seen 49 listed, but like with tax and everything, is it like around the $60 mark, 65, something like that, or a little less?
maybe 62.
Oh, that ain't bad at all. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. All right. That's fine. So let me see what I can do tomorrow. I normally don't go that route. I don't like doing that, but right now, until I can get some cash in my pocket, doing some odd jobs, there's always some odd jobs to do. I have yet to find it for the last week and a half. I usually pay my way, but I just wanted to be straight up with you, you know. So if I came through there, it's like, oh, another road bum or something. I'm just not like that. I write reviews for places, you know. I get a room, it's decent. I talk good about people, you know. Whoever works there, I put their first name. Hey, this is a decent place. Front desk lady's nice. I just like when you leave the place, it's kind of like you leave with a good attitude and you feel good. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. I wish everybody did that. They don't. But okay, so yeah, I can just get so that's what it would be then, about $62, right?
Yes.
Okay. All righty, lady. So usually work during, you'll be working tomorrow, like till what, 3 or something?
I have different schedules, so I'm not for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow sometime, or I'll see which because the PD told me that's what they do. They do put people up. They do give them a night. You just got to go down there. They give you like a little warrant check. I'm not worried about that. I don't have any warrants, and so and I don't know wherever they want to put you up, or if some churches are really decent, you don't have to go through them formalities. They'll just help you out. They'll pay for it. So at least I just wanted to find out what it is. Couple places, and I didn't see any bad really reviews. There may have been in the past a few of them. I don't really pay attention to them past reviews if they're over a year old or so. And a lot of times people write reviews that are a bunch of BS anyway. You know what I mean? They really are.
Yeah.
They're you can't satisfy everybody if they get ticked off about some little stupid thing. They write a bad review. And, I mean, I don't write bad reviews. It doesn't do the business good. And it just if I ever came through there again, and I was on a motorcycle or something, I could get a deal. So all right. Well, look, hey, I appreciate you, and if tomorrow, we'll see how tomorrow rolls, and hopefully I'll be there. Either there, or there's another place I heard they put you up. Whatever. I think the rest of them are a little bit more pricier. So I'll get back with you. I appreciate your time.
Okay, then.
All right. You have a good day. Yep. Bye. Very candid. That was an American gal that worked at the desk there. Didn't even really worry about the name. I could care less about it. I know if she's there or not. I can remember her voice. All I'd have to say is, a lot of times I write it down, but it's best when you're doing these things, especially on these churches here. You write down everything. Literally, you write down number 1, that church, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 pages front and back. 23 churches. I think out of 23 churches, I might be able to get several days in that motel there. And that's what I'm hoping. That gives me time to really figure some stuff out, maybe even get a bus ticket. And if I can do that, that might be cool too. We'll just see. We'll see how it rolls. But anyway, what I was going to tell you, so when you're writing these addresses down, you write the name, the church, the pastor's name, the address, where it's at, and the phone number. Make sure you get that phone number right. I'm out of data, so I only had limited data, but I got Wi-Fi, so my phone's paid up for another 3 weeks. I'm good. So anyway, and make sure you get them all in order. And if you get anything, sometimes you just, like, it took me an hour. I wrote all these things down. I had to look stuff up, their names, all that stuff. It's good to have the pastor's name. Like, hey, is Pastor Diane around? Is Pastor David around? Yeah, he is. Hey, we may ask who's calling. I'm Brian. Can I talk to him for a minute, please? That's it. And look up the office administrative person she handles writing the checks, cutting the checks, and for paying for stuff. So like Linda, the office administrator. Hey, is this Linda? Hey, Linda, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. That simple. It's all you have to do. I have did this for so long. And that was just a rusty one. I don't like this is the first time I've ever did a YouTube video that showed me on loudspeaker talking to a motel lady like that. Normally I just do it and it's done, and I can really kind of be more relaxed. I just did that just for the sake of doing the YouTube video. And that speaker's kind of goofy anyway. Probably don't know if you could hear me or not. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. That's what I've been doing today. Already lining stuff up before I even get there. And I'm going to continue doing this throughout the rest of the day and line up a couple more towns. I'm going to have all this done so I don't have to do it the next day. All I have to do the next day. See, if you write all this stuff down in order, you just go like this. You get a couple envelopes. And you put the envelope in here, put this in the envelope, and you put that town on it. And you can just put churches, help, assistance, numbers. All you got to do, man, wherever you hitchhike in, you can just say, hey, can you drop me off at a Catholic church? Usually the Catholic churches are open, okay? They're wide open, okay? Seriously. And when they're wide open, the good thing about that is you can just go in there and sit down. There's usually a lobby. You can just sit down and just start making phone calls, and you got your gear right there, and just say, well, where are you? If they say, well, where are you at right now? And just say, well, hey, I'm here. And another good thing that you can do that's really smart is, depending on what motels are cool, kind of look and see how far of a walk it is from where you're dropped off or wherever you're at. How far do you have to walk? How far are these churches in proximity to the motel you're going to be staying at? Or if they're cool, they'll let you do it. My ID's expired, so I have to literally show people a paper ID that I took a photocopy of, my social security card, till I get new ID. I'm going to get that within the next month. But anyway, it's been sufficing. It's been working. I went through I've had no problem. It's amazing how I've had nobody scrutinize anything. Just said, oh, that's okay, just I'll do it. And they look at it, they run the check, they know who you are. Not a problem whatsoever. But sometimes I've been to some bigger chain motels, they want valid ID. If you ain't got valid ID, they're not going to check you in regardless if a pastor's going to pay it or not. Okay? These smaller motels, a lot of times these foreign motels, if you can go in there and you can kind of get a good rapport with them, and oh my gosh, it's been, a lot of the motels from India, I have been able just to go in there and you just pay cash, no questions asked. They just want the cash, boom, they give you a room. They don't really even care about ID. They didn't even ask for ID. You just fill out a little slip, phone number, boom, whatever. But presentation, either on the phone by communication or presentation by, they see you, you're clean cut, you're clean shaven, you get direct eye contact with them, you don't wear sunglasses, you just look right at them, hey, hi, I'm Brian. Or, you put people at ease in the beginning, and you can communicate and feel them out and everything, you're going to be okay. That even leads to, I've been able to just, in some motels, paint their whole damn motel, stay there 6-8 weeks, make $1,000 or $2,000. Yes, I have. I did all this stuff. Man, I'm telling you what, I did some stuff that's just, man, I'm going to write a book on all this at some point. I think it'd be noteworthy to write a book on it. How abstract, how ever increasingly difficult this country's getting just to survive, just to be a normal person. There's so much red tape, so much bureaucracy, so much local, bigger towns, the politics and everything. You get a job, you're paying half your wages for taxes, they tax you to death. This country's it's a struggle to get by, and that's why there's so many families and people going out of business, losing their homes, becoming homeless, stuff like that. It is just, I tell you what, like I said, this summer here ain't going to be no games, man. This is going to be a game changer for me, because I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to start really playing it survival Joe smart. That's all there is to it, man. So just wanted to show you that. I thought that's kind of cool. They got this little general public transportation bus here. I think it's awesome. It only costs $0.25. You can go anywhere. Basically, Dollar General. I just seen this bus just pull up now. This is a little trolley deal there. See, it's like a little, see that bus pulled up right in front of the entrance there of that Dollar General there. I thought that was kind of cool, man. For $0.25, you can get anywhere in town, if you're senior bound, you just want to go to Dollar General, pick some stuff up, call them up. If they'll take you and pick you up too for a quarter. Man, you can't beat that at all. You can't. So this is interesting. It's just interesting how you go to different locations and, how things just manifest, how things, you could be, and I have been in some tight situations. I've hitchhiked out of some situations where I couldn't get a ride for hours on end for nothing. My life depended on it, literally. So I just went to this motel here, and that's when I was almost hit. I was not too far, a couple of days away. I'm going to say 3 days away from my boss to get that job down there in Colby. And I was let's see, that one motel, the next motel, and then three more motels. And then finally I was able to hitchhike, and he came pick me up 75 miles away. But I was out there, and I just walked to this little mom and pop motel and got in there for the night. And it was cool, man. It was really kind of cool how things went down. Yeah, it just, it amazes me how people are. It just, man, I mean, I had this one guy just hand me $20. He was staying at the motel, and I said, "Hey, brother, are you heading this way? Can I get a ride?" He says, "No, I'm not, but here, man, take $20. And that was like the day before, and I was able to get in another night at the motel, hitchhike the next day, get a ride, get a meal, and then I had a difficulty getting out of this other location. That was really a bitch, but I was finally able to get into a motel. Unbelievable. And then from there, get down to another location, get a motel room there, then hitchhike out. It's just been a hitchhiking nightmare going through certain places. I'm having better luck just doing these little two-laners than I am these interstates, to be honest with you. I mean, literally, I really am. It amazed me. So anyway, I got to go. This phone here is almost out of storage, and I don't want it to die during the video. But you see my point? There you go, guys. Check these videos out, man. This is the meat of the matter here.